Hello, everyone. Welcome back to the Arts Corner. This month, I would like to share with you something that's kind of fun and a little bit different. My sister's mother-in-law is in assisted living in a community near me, and I was alerted to the fact that she is now reading children's stories, and they are posting them on Facebook. So I got in touch with the folks who run the Life Enrichment Program, and I had a conversation with them about how they're shifting their engagement and especially the arts for the current situation. Here's my conversation with Lisa. So I've got a terrific lady named Lisa Ambrose on the call with me. She is the Life Enrichment Director at Edenton Retirement Community, actually is in my neighborhood. My sister's mother-in-law happens to be a resident in assisted living and has been isolated in her room. But this group have discovered some really terrific ways of engaging some of those who are not able to get out or receive visits from loved ones. And I discovered a video of the mother-in-law, my adopted mother-in-law, reading a children's book. And it inspired me to get in touch with Lisa to learn a little bit more about how they're handling these times and keeping the arts active and alive with their residents. Hi, Lisa. Thanks for being here.
Hi, thank you for inviting me.
So tell me a little bit about what was behind or what inspired you to start the recording of the children's books.
Well, for several years, we have partnered with our local KinderCare, which is right up the street from our facility, to do intergenerational programs between the younger children and our seniors. And since we've had to put that on hold during the pandemic, we decided that we could reach out to families with children and have some of our seniors read children's books, and we videotape them and then put them on Facebook. And that way the families with children could see them reading books, and then we hope that this would be shared all over Facebook. And that way we could continue our intergenerational program just in a different way, adapted for the times that we're in right now.
How were you able to film these short pieces?
Oh, just with our cell phones, with our smartphones, we just videotape them and get them on Facebook.
And who are the folks that have taken the time to volunteer or take that 5 minutes?
Jennifer, one of our marketing people, and our Chaplain Jean Brown, have taken the first couple of videos.
That's terrific. So everybody seems to be chipping in.
Oh yes, we are a great team. Everybody's working together.
Any other intergenerational programs that you've adapted during this time?
Yes, we've actually started a pen pal program with some of the local Girl Scout troops where they are writing letters to our seniors, and then we are pairing them up, and we are going to be helping to write letters back to them so that we can have them connect with the youth of today and just keep our intergenerational visits going just on paper.
So that's really fun. It sounds like fun. I might not mind getting on a pen pal. So tell me also,
it's kind of a thing from the past.
Yeah. So tell me, are there any other arts or creative things that you're helping your isolated seniors engage in, residents?
Well, we do lots with music. Since we are going mostly one-on-one visits in their rooms, or maybe two at the most residents together, we have to adapt what we did as big groups now down on a much smaller scale. So we may be taking CDs of their favorite music to their rooms and having a little music time with them, or we have some that just love poetry, so we may have a poetry corner where we're writing we'll give them some words and they'll help to form a poem. So we're having like a
Wow.
poetry corner, reading circle where find some of like Chicken Soup for the Soul stories or anything inspirational that we can read and share with them. Of course, we outside walks when possible, one or two at a time, keeping, of course, safe distances. Gardening, individual gardening. Our goal is just to keep our residents happy, active, and content,
There you
and
go.
while keeping them safe and secure as possible.
So do they do any
we-
any painting or drawing or anything like that now?
Yes, I was going to say that too. So we're also, we would paint in groups, but now we're scaling that down to one-on-one. So we are taking art supplies into an individual room and having them paint, draw, whichever they might like. And then, cleaning up, sanitizing everything, and then going to the next. And just taking the art show on the road, basically.
So how are
And
people
that
responding?
worked really well. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
so it's working well. I was going to ask, how are people responding to the one-on-one rather than group?
Actually, they're responding very well. And like I say, sometimes we're able to bring two together, keep them at a safe distance. So they do have some interaction with their peers, but they don't mind also doing things one-on-one. I think they kind of like the attention of being, especially like the art, you can kind of work closer with them on a one-on-one basis. They seem to have been adapting really well for us. It's good to see that we're making a difference, that we can still keep them happy and content during all this that's going on around them.
Well, thank you, Lisa, for doing it sounds like you're very passionate about what you do, and I do know that you care very much. I've heard some really wonderful things about you and your team and all the things that are going on around there. And I'm going to
Thank you
share.
so much. We do. They are like our family.
Yeah, and I thank you for joining me. And
Thank you very much.
I hope I can meet you real soon.
I hope so too. Thank you very much.
All right. Thank you, Lisa. Have a great day.
Thanks. You too.
Now I'd like to share with you my adopted mother-in-law, Noreen, reading When You Give a Moose a Muffin. Mrs. Doubtfire is alive and well. Enjoy.
Today we're going to read a story about a moose and a muffin. Are you ready? If You Give a Moose a Muffin by Laura Jovie Numeroff, illustrated by Felicia Bond. That looks like her house. For Alice and Emily, the two best sisters anyone could ever possibly want. There's their little house they must live in. If you give a moose a muffin, now what do you see in that picture? Do you see the muffin flying through the sky? From the little boy throwing it to the moose catching it? He'll want some jam to go with it. So you'll bring out some of your mother's homemade blackberry jam. Do you think she knew he was doing that? Can you see the jam? There it is, in the jam. You'll have to go to the store to get some muffin mix. When he opens the door and feels how chilly it is, he'll ask to borrow a sweater. Can you imagine putting a sweater on that great big moose? So he'll ask for some old socks. He'll make sock puppets. Have you ever made sock puppets, any of you? Maybe that's what we could do another day. When they're done, he'll want to put on a puppet show. Look at that. He'll need some cardboard and paints. Goodness, look at that. Then he'll ask you to help make the scenery. Look at those long, long legs. How would you like to meet him when you're walking through the woods? Oh, I don't think I'd like it. I think he's a friendly moose. When the scenery is finished, he'll get behind the couch, but his antlers will stick out. What's he going to do with those antlers sticking out? You'll bring him a sheet from your bed. So he'll use the sheet to clean up the mess. Then he'll ask for some soap and to wash it out. He'll probably want to hang the sheet up to dry. He'll go outside to put it on the clothesline. When he's out in the yard, he'll see your mother's blackberry bushes. Oh, I think he's going to go after those. Have any of you eaten blackberries? They can be delicious. Oh, come on. Seeing the blackberries will remind him of our jam. He'll probably ask you for some. And dances through the door. He's after that jam to put on that muffin. And chances are, if you give him the jam, what do you think he's going to do? I wonder what he's going to do. Let's turn over the page and see. He'll want a muffin to go with it. If you give a moose a muffin, chances are he'll want some jam and another muffin and another. Will it ever end? There he is. There we are. How did you all like that story? Maybe you could paint a picture or draw a picture of the moose. That would be good. Bye-bye till the next time.